Stop going above and beyond your work to get ahead. Look, this sounds completely the opposite of typical Mark Ross advice, and my entire career, I always tried to do more than the job responsibilities. But there is a way to do it. It's very simple, okay? You're at a job, you're working 40, 50, 60 hours a week. You're neck and neck with everyone else. Like everyone's getting a decent bonus or everyone feels similarly appreciated, and you want that promotion or you want a huge bonus next year, right? So what do? You think outside the box and you're like, you know what? Our team needs help in this area. And you just start doing it and you smile and you present it and you think all's going to be great. That's not the way the world works. So let me break down how you really should be approaching this. Sit down with your manager and have a personal, not professional conversation. The conversation goes like this. Hey Joyce, look, I love the work here. I know I'm appreciated, and I know I'm compensated well. Like everything's lining up well for me, and I see we have a great team and everyone's kind of doing, working really well and effectively. But I want to move my career forward. I want to feel like I'm doing absolutely everything I can to impress the firm. Now, I know I'm doing a good job. You told me multiple times I'm doing a great job at my core responsibilities. So I'm asking you some personal advice as a friend. After I'm done my core responsibilities, when I've put in my time, I've worked my hours, and I feel like I have a little extra juice left in me, here are two ideas of projects that I thought I could work on that could contribute to the team in a way that goes outside of the borders of my typical responsibilities. The first one is I know that you have to deal with a large team that we have, and everybody's just messaging you, hey, can I have off next Friday? Can I have off in 2 months? And you're trying to keep track of this, and we all know how busy you are and appreciate that. It's got to be frustrating for you to deal with this, especially trying to keep track of are people all taking off the same time or not, holiday season, stuff like that. Actually, on the side, I've been learning a little Python, and I came up with a creative way on how to build a calendar app where you could be the admin of it, and everybody else could just put time in it, just go to the app, fill in when they want off, and you can approve or not approve it, and at the same time see where everyone else is taking off. It'll make your life a lot easier. You won't have to deal with any of this through chat and messaging. What do you think? I will not work on it like when I'm supposed to be doing my other responsibilities. And again, this is like a personal conversation, not a professional one. Like, I want to surprise everyone with this. What are your thoughts? Now, the advantage to doing that is you're making it very clear you're not tampering with your core responsibilities, and you know that the hours you're putting in are going to be well spent. I'm going to tell you about 2 times in my career I went above and beyond. The first one was a complete flop, and I'm going kind of in reverse. I'm going to talk about something I did on the trading desk in 2018 at Morgan Stanley. So I built this tool. It was an Excel VBA, SQL-based tool that produced reports for the hedge funds. It was a very complicated tool. And I decided, you know what? I'm going to be the first strat in Morgan Stanley history to actually write good documentation so that the users know how to do it. In big firms, no one writes documentation. Everyone just asks. So I put this little book icon at the top of my tool, and it said guide on top of it. And all you had to do was click that, and it opened up on each of my tools. I had 3 different tools. Each tool was about 20 pages, so it's roughly 60 pages in total. And it gave a line by line of what the tool does, what inputs need to be, what you need to be thinking of, how the analytics work, etc., etc. Any single question you can ask. Not only did I write about it, I wrote about the functions that were underlying all the tools, what the input parameters to those were. I did screenshots. It was so clear. I produced it. Not only did I not get a promotion, not only did I get no more money in my bonus because of it, I got 0 recognition for that work, and it must have been 50 hours of work. 0 recognition, and nobody used it. Nobody. They would just email me, message me, walk over to me, tap me on the shoulder, asking me the same questions that were in the guide. Made me furious. But you know what? I never asked. Let's go back to 2014. In 2014, I went to my manager, Kevin. I said, hey, Kevin, I know what my responsibilities are, right? I have to listen to the risk managers. I have to think about the projects that they want done. I have to document them, send them off to IT. Got it. And I have my projects I'm working on. I noticed we have a really big problem on the team where when a risk manager wants something, they're just emailing individuals in our team. They're not filling out form requests or anything, which first of all puts us in key man risk. Like if someone on our team's working on something for 3 months and then that person leaves, the risk manager is just going to be empty-handed. None of us know what's going on. Also, it's got to be hard for you for budgeting, keeping track of the team. What if I designed a tool for you where nobody can email our team? They have to go to the tool and fill out a ticket. Now project management systems are very popular for everyone, so this sounds obvious. Back then, unless you were in IT, nobody filled out ticketing systems, just nobody. So I made one. I used SharePoint, I created a list, you clicked a button, it emailed everyone on our team, you have a new submission. You click it, it would take you to the list and show you what that request was. It took me all of like 10 or 20 hours to build. Kevin, as I was describing to him, he said, Mark, that sounds really valuable. I'd love to see that added to the team. Just make sure you get your core responsibilities done. That would be great. And I got a ton of recognition for that. And they're probably still using something similar to this day. I mean, I'm sure it's evolved since then, but that radically changed the team. Every time a manager would talk about the way we handle projects, I would be mentioned in that conversation. That's awesome. Took less time than my other thing, got me way more recognition, and it's all because I just asked. So that's all I'm telling you. I strongly suggest you should work on side projects. That will get you additional recognition, but just ask your manager in a friendly way so you make sure you're doing something that will be viewed as valuable. Hope this helps. I'll see you in the next video.